Hi guys, welcome to this Q&A. A big thank you goes to Melba Smoker, who sent me a load of questions. If anyone has got any more questions after watching this video, just message me or write down in the comments, and if I get time I'll do another one on Friday. Now the first question is, do your family and friends smoke? Yes they do, well some of them anyway. My brother smokes rolling tobacco, my sister smokes Marlboro Lights, and my other sister used to be a heavy smoker but she's now on e-cigs. My mum occasionally smokes, normally with a pint in the garden, in the pub. About half my friends smoke. Okay, next question. When do you have your first cigarette of the day? As soon as I wake up. What's the most cigarettes you've ever smoked in one day? To be honest, I probably increased my consumption of cigarettes and rolling tobacco when I was in Germany. Because it was smoking inside, which obviously RJ can only do a couple times a year if he's lucky. When I go to Germany, and when I went to Berlin, Hamburg, you can smoke in the area around Frankfurt. Also Austria, you can smoke inside, and the Czech Republic. And next year RJ's going to Vienna, and I'm looking forward to smoking inside in March so much. So probably the most is around about 45 in one day. What prompted you to try your first cigarette at the age of 12? A few of my friends at school, and I went to boarding school, had managed to get hold of a pack, and I suppose it was because everyone else was doing it in my social group. I was bullied, not by them obviously, but by other people at the school, and so I found it a stress reliever. So, and above all, I wanted to try it. I'd seen the cigarette adverts, advertisements. I loved the smell of people smoking, and RJ just wanted to try it. Next question. Have you ever tried to quit smoking, and if so, how many days did you last? RJ's never tried to quit smoking. I love it too much. One of life's few pleasures. Would you date a non-smoker? If the person was right, yes. But RJ's not going to start smoking outside. RJ's not going to start cutting down. No compromise. I'd stay smoking. So it all depends on the person, but RJ would not compromise on smoking. Next question. Would Australian plain packaging make you smoke less? No, it wouldn't. If it was introduced in the UK, and it's 50-50 whether it does, it probably will do in the next 5 years. Certainly if the Labour Party get in, you get a cigarette box, I'd just put them in there, and there's ways around it. It'd just be a nightmare trying to find new brands on the market. It's going to be a nightmare anyway after the 6th of April next year, because all corner shops, all tobacconists will have to hide their cigarette displays. Next question. Do you miss the cigarette adverts in magazines and on billboards? Yeah, RJ does. I don't see us in the UK ever getting them back. The last time I saw a cigarette advert in on a billboard was actually in Hamburg. Very enlightened, the Germans, allowing cigarette adverts on bus stops, etc. Next question. If an 18-year-old asked you advice on whether to start smoking, what would you advise? I'd tell them the truth. It's highly pleasurable. It is addictive. It is an expensive habit, but it's very pleasurable. There are health risks. You can read about it on the internet, allegedly, and it is a personal decision by them. I'm not going to say you must start smoking. You see, these are the options. And if you want one of my cigarettes, you can have one. Next question. Do you prefer rolling tobacco or tailor-made cigarettes? I like both, but I like my tailor-mades more than my rolling tobacco. On average day, I smoke 30 a day, which is a mixture of 10 tailor-made, 10 tubing cigarettes and 10 rollies. On the weekend I smoke more tailor-made because RJ's out and I like to give my lungs a treat or get some proper cigarettes. But I do like rollies as well, and I like tubing. What's the longest time you can go without a cigarette? That's a hard one. Probably, I would not like to go without a cigarette for more than an hour and a half. I'm excluding sleep time, obviously, in this. There are events in your life that means you, if you're watching a film in the cinema, you might have to go 2 hours without a cigarette. I prefer watching most films on DVD to the cinema because of that reason. I try and keep my travelling to short haul flights. That's still a pain in the butt because by the time you've got airport security, of course once you're through airport security it's non-smoking in the UK, plus a 2-hour flight, you're still looking 3 hours. I have done long haul flights before. That was to Canada and to Kuala Lumpur, and in both cases I could smoke. I went to Air India to Canada and you could smoke all the way. You could also have a drink. That was in about 1994, and in 2001 I went to Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia and I flew Emirates. They're very enlightened until 3 weeks later when they banned it. So I got one of the last smoking flights to Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia on Emirates. This clip's going to dissolve the next one due to upload reasons. Sorry about that. I started waffling on and I suddenly looked at the time and I've been talking for 9 minutes. So I thought, I know what YouTube's like on upload times. As you know, if you're a reviewer on here, it's a pain in the neck. So the last few questions. Would you smoke in a car with the windows closed? Obviously, yes. I don't own a car. I'm a lorry driver, but because the lorry is a workplace, because someone else drives it on a different shift to me, I cannot smoke in lorry. It's against the law, and if the post office found out I smoked in a lorry, especially with the windows closed, RJ would face some serious discipline, possibly losing my job. Thank God for E6. So the answer to that question is yes. But RJ needs a car to do that. Can you do smoke tricks such as French inhales? Unfortunately not. Just nose jets, except normal smoking. So sorry about that. Do you believe the health warnings on cigarette packs, and do they concern you? I don't really believe them. You could go out the street, across the street, and you could get run over. You can't predict what's going to happen in life, so you just get used to the health warnings. Last couple questions, as I said, who is the sexiest smoker of all time? That's a hard one. Probably iconic would be James Dean, for instance, back in the 50s. Present day Robert Pattinson, or it would probably be my choice of present day. But James Dean anyway. What would you do if smoking was made illegal? Well, it probably wouldn't be made illegal worldwide. So I'd move to a country where you could still smoke. And what my mission is over the next few years, I know England's going to get fucked in the end. The haters will win. It's just a matter of time. RJ's going to learn a few languages. And I'm starting with French. And hopefully, by the time I retire when I'm 60, in 12 years' time, I will have the option to move to a more enlightened country. Do you dream about cigarettes? Not particularly, I don't. Some of my dreams feature smoking in them, but I don't really dream of cigarettes, just smoking. And do you think smoking is sexy? Depends who's smoking. And with a friend, partner, etc. For the record, RJ is single at the moment, looking for a partner. I do Skype, and just message me if you want more details. Okay, thanks for watching this video. Sorry it's been a bit long, but as I said, if you think of any other questions, I will do a follow-up video. I am going away on Saturday, so I will try and make it on Friday morning. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing, personal messaging, commenting and rating my videos, and hopefully giving this a thumbs up. And thank you to Marlboro Smoker for giving me all these questions. I also did a Q&A with Becky, that's REBECCACIGREVIEWS, and the link to that video, if you missed it, is in the description. And she makes good videos, and I found that Q&A via Skype very interesting to do and also to watch. Stay lit, guys, and thanks for watching.